So, welcome guys. Today I'm actually just gonna talk about how my life is going on. And it's probably not that fancy to be honest, but like I feel like I owe you guys an explanation to why I've been gone and also what is going on in my life and what you may want to consider in the future about this YouTube channel and also what is happening. Just to give you some backstory information. My name is Rasmus Helgesson and I'm from Sweden. I'm currently studying computer science and engineering at Chalmers University of Technology, which is arguably the best university in Sweden. It's probably number one. If not, it's number two. It's somewhere up there. I've been just having a really bad winter holiday. I catched two colds basically during the winter holidays. They were not that easy to get rid of, so to speak, and I actually had to take antibiotics to get well, which is not something I'm really that used to. Colds usually go away pretty easily for me, but that one is one of the toughest colds I've had in a very long time. During this time of period when I had the colds, I actually got a lot of homework to do, not because it was exam season or anything, because it obviously was, but like that is not the real case. The real problem was I basically have joined an organization where we teach programming to other students, and my friend and I planned this event which is currently going on at Ericsson's office here in Gothenburg, and there was a lot of trouble with this plan because they actually didn't really want it, but me and my friend actually kind of solved the problem. So now we have this event and I'm currently teaching in programming there. I also acquired a new job, so I'm currently employed at Chalmers University of Technology as a part-time teacher. So I'm currently teaching digital design, which is basically how you build physical processors. I have actually just started my bachelor degree, which is kind of crazy. And yeah, I'm currently in my third year in this university. So I've been in university actually 4 years now, but I took an extra year in university just to improve my mathematical, chemistry, and also physics skills. And also some programming. We did some programming with drones and stuff, but that is basically, so I've been having a lot of things going on at the moment. I also got nominated by my own university to go to Japan and study there for a year. That is not confirmed yet. I haven't really gotten into that Japanese university, but I'm working on that right now. It might happen that I go to Japan after the summer. That is not confirmed though. That is just something, just be aware that I might have to go to Japan, and that is really exciting. But I also want to document like my experience and just see how different the cultures are, because Sweden is very accepting, so to speak, and I know that the Japanese people have a different culture, which I'm very interested to experience. And it's also, I think, and I hope, the exams and also the academic experience is harder in Japan. I feel like I want to how do I say this? I want to challenge myself, if you guys know what I mean. So that is basically what's happening. And so I have a part-time job at the moment, or technically I have two part-time jobs, and I'm currently doing my bachelor degree, and I cannot tell you guys about that because that is not, it's a little bit of a secret. It's not something that every student does, and it's I can tell you this, that project is not something that the school gave us. So basically me and my friend have been trying to reach out to different professors and also highly educated people to basically make a collaboration with us students. Now, that is something that's it's really rare to see that, but the reason is because my friend and I want to create a program that will be used by people, and not just create a program that will be linked on a GitHub page that nobody uses. We want to create a real working tool for professors to use to analyze certain types of data, basically. That is something that we're gonna work on right now. Yeah, and I also had, if we're gonna talk about the exams and stuff, I had probably the hardest exam 1 week after I got rid of the flu. During my exam, I actually did take antibiotics, so it was really harsh on me that I'm not even sure if I passed the exam. So that's gonna be interesting to see. I hope I did. I think I did, but I'm a bit skeptical. But yeah, so we will see. It's fine if I didn't. I think I have a plan how to pass the re-exam that is coming up in about, like, I think it's 1 or 2 months. So that's gonna be really interesting. I'm gonna go through the exam tomorrow actually and try to find the errors that I made. I also have the answers, but I genuinely want to find the answers by myself. And I'm also currently enrolling in a computer science and engineering course that basically is an introduction to AI. Now, there is not a lot of AI information in that course, but it's really basic stuff. So you basically learn the basics to AI. Find is very interesting and also important, because if you don't know the basics, then how are you supposed to know the rest of the stuff? And I'm also currently looking into how you create different AI modules, but also not only creating them, but also analyzing them and trying to train them, and also find different hyperparameters so you can basically fine-tune and optimize them. This is not a course on Chalmers. This is something I genuinely do by myself in my free time. I'm not planning to go through that in my YouTube channel at the moment, because it's just, yeah, I don't feel I'm ready to explain all that stuff, because I genuinely don't believe I'm qualified for it. So I will explain those things when I'm qualified for it. The last thing I want to talk about here is what I will be doing on my live streams. Now, I want to create videos as well, but those videos will not be anything coding related, because creating coding videos is super difficult and time consuming, and time is something that I don't really have at the moment. Since I'm probably going to Japan, which means that I basically have to learn the language, then I think I want to create streams where I learn the Japanese language. Now, the Japanese language is really interesting because it has 3 different alphabets, where 2 alphabets is really similar, but the third one is basically a Chinese version of it, and that alphabet has 2,200 characters in it, or symbols. It's not really characters. That's gonna take a lot of time to work on. What I'm basically saying here is I want to obviously create programming streaming videos or just programming videos, but I'm also interested in other stuff, so I might do also like studying in different languages or math. I might even start to play chess. I mean, I want to do stuff that challenges your brain, and it doesn't have to be programming. Programming is very interesting, but I'm also interested in more things, and I do want to learn. I do want to teach you guys how to program, but I also want to personalize this YouTube channel, not to be like a programming channel. I want it to be a very personalized version of me, where you guys can probably learn something. And that might sound very egotistical, but I genuinely want to show you guys like information that not a lot of people know or teach. And yeah, that's basically what I want. So I'm gonna do live updates like this one from time to time. I'm not completely sure, maybe 1 every week or something like that. And I also want to create streaming with videos where I either learn a new language, mathematics, programming, AI, like stuff like that, subjects that challenges your mind. And I hope you guys are fine with that. If you don't like this ID, feel free to unsubscribe, it's totally fine. And if you are interested to just challenge your mind, and if you have any examples for me or suggestions on what I should look into, then please leave it in the comments. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a good night.